Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devine. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Tua sets up to pass it. Little short pass here to Hill. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Hey, trouble one, hop, they're right here. Out.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 1st downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
Lisa 24.
ETN on the toss right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you need the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Think right open. Rib, 20.
Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a yard.
Right, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Hey, Lion.
Lawrence going to throw again. He completes it to Hunter. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Defense 24.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Hey, easy.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange taking it in. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19.
Up the middle, O'Champ. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hey, get set.
Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they can continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Hey, Lion! Focus, all right?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go! 11, add it.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Dolphins 21, Jaguars 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Dwayne Eskridge,
65 yards.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Dolphins 28, Jaguars 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Run! It says 30 left. Ready to look. Ready to look. Hey, smash!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
This will pick up their 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Dolphin football.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will be stopped at the 44. They've been good for 7 yards.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. Go ahead. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.M.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Sink right. Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, son.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lisa 24.
ETN up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
from 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Tua going to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
41. Jaguars 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll give this to Achane. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Again, it's Achane. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Ready. Ready, team.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Devon Hamilton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin to the 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Achane. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Ron!
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Hey!
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15. First down, Jaguars.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready up. Hey, Lion. Lion, this is hot.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, go.
And they'll go again with ETN. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
Okay, break. 11. Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Hey, easy.
They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.